Good morning, YouTube. Eric Weaver here, Sea Smoke Pipes. This morning I thought I would take the time to do a VR for Steve Coddington, Smoking Cardboard, for his 200 subscriber giveaway. He made some excellent looking pipe racks, and I'm sure I can find some room somewhere for him for one if I win. Oops. Tamper's rolling away here. Anyway, so for his giveaway, he was asking what one of your most memorable childhood presents was. So I've been thinking about that, and I think I figured out probably one of my most memorable presents. There's a number of them, but I got one in mind. Oh, first off, I'm smoking one of my Sea Smoke pipes. This is kind of a tomato, I guess you'd call it, or a squashed ball. I'm smoking a little Chelsea morning with my coffee. Anyway, so when I was about 9 or 10 years old, I was starting to outgrow the bicycle that I had a little bit. And I was really starting to get interested in BMX bikes. And we didn't have a lot of money. So a lot of the bikes that I had were like homemade bikes, and then I had a little Huffy for a while, but it was kind of junk, and so I really wanted like a cool bike, you know. And I didn't have my mind set on any particular brand or anything like that, and so I don't remember how it all came about, but I think it was must have been for my 10th birthday, maybe. I think it was about 4th grade, so probably my 10th birthday. I remember it was fall. My birthday's in October, so pretty sure it was for my birthday. And my dad, me and my little brother and my dad went to the next town over. We had to go to the park later and hang out with one of my aunts and stuff. And before we went, he brought me to the local bike shop. And you know, this shop sold all kinds of bikes, mountain bikes, BMXs, 10 speeds, all kinds of sporting equipment. And they also had a used bike section in the back of the store where people would trade in old bikes, you know, and then put the money towards a new bike or whatever. So that's where we got to go look. So I went back there looking at all the used bikes, and then I saw it. It was this beautiful 20-inch BMX bike, all chrome. And I didn't know a whole lot about BMX brands at the time. I was just kind of getting into it. So I didn't even really know what I was looking at. But it was an all chrome bike, and it had a metal badge on the front of it it said BMX, and had a mongoose on it. Now this was a used bike, it wasn't brand new. It was probably about, I'd say it must have been close to 8 years old by then, according to the research that I did afterwards, you know, in my later years. And so this was most likely about a 1986 Mongoose Californian all chrome bike with red line 48 spoke rims, which all that didn't really mean anything to me at the time. I just thought it was an awesome bike. and it cost $100, and that was a lot of money. It's a lot of money, especially for a used bike. But I got it, and that bike was awesome. I love that bike. So we got it, and we went to the park, and I rode my new bike all over the park, up and down the little ramp to the building, and love that bike. And I think I had that bike for about 3 or 4 years, maybe not quite 3 years. I don't know. And I might still would have still had it now, but it got stolen. It got stolen one night, and I spent the night at my aunt's house and left it outside. Me and my little brother, he had a GT Performer at the time that we bought at a thrift store for $2, which I would love to have that bike too. Both of these bikes now are big time collector's items. I mean, those Mongooses go for like $700 to $1,200 used now, and those old GT Performers go for, you know, probably anywhere from $400 to $700. Man, I love that bike. It was a really nice one, and I wish I still had it. Several months ago, I saw one for sale used locally on Craigslist, and I tried contacting the person, and they must have sold it right away because they never even got back in touch with me. But it was a beautiful bike, quite famous bike nowadays. It was old school BMX, all chrome, beautiful. And I think that was probably the most memorable present that I ever got. There's other ones that were really cool. I remember getting a Donatello Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy, again from my dad. And of course we had BB guns and all that. Maybe I'll do a video on my first BB gun. I still have that another time. But yeah. So Steve, I'd say that was my most memorable gift. And I wish I still had that bike. Someday maybe I'll figure out exactly who stole it and have my vengeance. And maybe someday I'll stumble across another one and get it for a cheap price. I do have a BMX bike yet that I ride with my girls. It's a 96 Robinson. I used to have one of those too and gave it to my nephew, but I got another one a few months ago, and I've been kind of fixing it back up. It's a little small for me now, but I can still ride it around with the girls and pull out a bunny hop here and there. A lot of great memories with that bike. So, alright Steve, congratulations on the subscribers. If you guys aren't already subscribed to Smoking Cardboard, you should check him out. Really cool guy, nice dude. And happy smokes. I'll catch you next time.